couldn't even stand up, I couldn't even walk, couldn't even think. And then I finally decided that this is not normal, I better call an ambulance. Hi, my name is DG Carole Ann. I'm 47 years old and I'm a service quality officer. My life before my medical complications was very independent. I actually lived alone with my doggy and I most of the time spent time working. One morning, I had very bad stomach cramps. The pain really got very intense. And then I finally decided that this is not normal, I better call an ambulance. Yeah, when I was in hospital, they discovered that I had an ovarian cyst that ruptured. And one by one, the organs were shutting down. Because of the complication on the situation, they decided to intubate me, put me into a coma. In the earlier days, they actually gave me a drug called inotrop that is to actually save my life. Because of the severeness of my situation, it went into dragging all the blood until my hands and legs started to become cloudy. And after a while, because there's no blood, it started to die off, which means that the loss of limbs is something that I would have to bear in exchange for my life. From that time, I heard from my family that I had 3 heart attacks. My lungs collapsed twice. I had kidney failure. So I was in very critical condition in ICU. When the doctors had come to do dressing on my hands and legs, that was when I actually was able to see my gangrene hands and legs. I couldn't feel my hands anymore, neither could I feel my legs. So at that time, I already knew that there would be a time when I would need to amputate my hands and legs. Because of the spiritual encounters I had during the coma time, I woke up realizing that I'm not on a journey like everybody else is anymore. I'm now having a second chance at life. That's how I've had confidence when I woke up and realized, although with all the several scars and the wounds and the marks and my body totally and utterly destroyed, there was something about me that God said, you still have your heart and you still have your mind and you still can think. There's so much I can do with you for that. That is why I could make that choice to go home with my limbs like this, say goodbye to my hands and legs, and then go for the amputation. I was still unsure of what's going to happen, but I didn't let that emotion give me panic. Being a service quality person, you know that there is a methodology of encountering crisis. And so therefore, instead of panicking, you just take time to create ways around your problem. After going through my operation, I realized that because I have no hands and legs right now, I need to get help for everything, from bathing to toileting to eating. I start to realize that, okay, what gadgets can I use in order to facilitate, like for example, eating? A strap with a fork where I can use my teeth and just strap it on and I can eat. And I go through the commode to the toilet and I bathe on the commode. If I wanted to move into a vehicle, I would use prosthetic legs in order to get into the car. So these were practical baby steps that was available with the rehab therapists, as well as some of them that I developed and researched myself as well. So as for my mom, she has always been there from day one. During hospital, she came for 7 months every day to check on me. She learned from the hospital how to care for me. She played a very integral part in looking after me. After 2 years of time alone with my family, of learning this, settling all my operations, then I said, okay, now I need to start earning. So since 2021, I've been working from home and I've been depending on assistive technology a lot. I started at the very basic and tried to relearn the computer skills and to see if I can actually do this job well. And in the process, I learned how to get bigger keyboards. I got customized mouse from SG Enable, building my remote desktop, making it big enough for me to see. So these were steps and it was a journey that helped to build and lay the foundations to where I am today. So a day in a life for me looks like waking up, going and bathing was the worst part of my day. But once I've finished that bath and I'm already dressed, I start looking forward to bringing my dog down for a walk. And then after that breakfast, through the day I'm just working, and then lunch, and some part of the week I'd probably go for shooting, or maybe there is some campaign or some interview that I'm sharing about on disability awareness. Previously, I was also playing wheelchair rugby. Sometimes I meet up with friends, go for dinner, then I watch Netflix or whatever series that I like to catch up on. I don't want to fall into the pattern of you are disabled, therefore you cannot live a full life. I would channel my frustration to trying to fight and do it myself. And that would be like forcing yourself to find ways. There has to be a better way than having people for 2 years put the toothpaste for you and put it beside you while you bathe. And then when they forget, you have to remind them. Finally, I went and do some research. I found, hey, there's this actual equipment that I can paste on the toilet wall at my eye level, and I can just hang the toothbrush there, and I can just press the toothpaste out myself. And similar for lights, for example, switch off the light, put on the light. So these were real frustrations. So resilience came in the patience, in the frustration, that no one is going to help me through this. Only I have to help me. So as I hit a milestone, one by one, I start to feel more confident. And there's still a long way to go, but it's a good start. I wish that people wouldn't stare so much. I feel that society shouldn't shy away from disabled people, but also be confident enough to ask the kind of help that the person needs. So I wish that society would be a bit more kinder. For example, when we go into the train at the wheelchair cabin, I wish people would not stand around there and they would allow that space to be for wheelchair or elderly. Similar to lifts as well. If you can take the escalator, then why not hop on the escalator and let the person with the wheelchair enter the lift? I wish that people also would sometimes advocate for us even. So I hope that as people see my journey, they feel motivated that they themselves, whether able-bodied or disabled body, can also try to achieve their goals. I do miss the person I was before. I definitely miss my hands and legs. But I think that the person that I am today is a much better person. I'm actually a stronger person now, and I am confident with myself right now. And I don't think I would actually change a thing.